How fierce was Dian Wei in history? When it comes to the most formidable general under Cao Cao during the Three Kingdoms period, Dian Wei stands unmatched. Although he never killed a famous general in his lifetime, half of the biography of Dian Wei, in the Records of the Three Kingdoms, is devoted to describing his extraordinary martial prowess. Compared to Liu Bu, who is simply described with the phrase, Bu excelled in archery and horseback riding, with strength surpassing others. Even Guan Yu, hailed as the martial saint, is only recorded as having charged through the enemy ranks on horseback. Mentions of other generals' combat abilities are even scarcer. So, what exactly did Dian Wei do to earn such favor in the historical texts? This video will take us through Dian Wei's legendary life in chronological order. Dian Wei, from Yinling County, Angqiu City, Henan Province, was towering and immensely strong, with a very bold personality. As a young man, he enjoyed performing righteous acts. He had a friend named Liu Shi in Xiangyi, who had a feud with a person from Suyang named Li Yu. Dian Wei, not caring who the other party was, insisted on avenging his friend. However, upon inquiring, he was surprised to find that his adversary was a county magistrate with tight security at his residence. Having declared his intention, Dian Wei had no choice but to proceed. He drove a cart, carrying chickens and wine, pretending to be a loafer waiting for someone. When Yiyong Gate opened and Yiyong personally came out, Dian Wei attacked him with a dagger, killed Yiyong and his wife, then calmly walked away, retrieved the weapons from his cart, and left on foot. Since Yiyong residence was near a market, the whole market was shocked. Although a few hundred people pursued Dian Wei, no one dared to approach him. After traveling 4 or 5 miles and encountering allies of Li Yong, a brief fight ensued, but Dian Wei managed to escape, earning admiration as a hero henceforth. In AD 190, the chaos instigated by Dongzhuo in Yangzhou provoked outrage both from the heavens and among the people. The prefect of Chenliu, Zhang Xiu, joined forces with Cao Cao to form an alliance against Dongzhuo. Dian Wei was enlisted as a soldier under the command of Sima, Zhao Chu. The army's flags were so large and the poles so long that no one could lift them, yet Dian Wei managed to raise a flag single-handedly, astonishing Zhao Chu with his talent and strength. During the Xinping years, after Zhang Miao broke with Cao Cao, he sent troops to ambush Cao Cao. It was then that Dian Wei defected to Cao Cao, serving under Xia Houdun. Following Xia Houdun, Dian Wei fought in numerous battles, earning merit and being appointed as Sima for his contributions. In AD 194, during the battle between Cao Cao and Liu Bu at Puyang, Liu Bu detachment was stationed about 40 to 50 miles west of Puyang. Cao Cao launched a night raid on this encampment, breaking it by the next morning. Before Cao Cao forces could fully withdraw, Liu Bu reinforcements arrived, leading to a 3-sided battle. Liu Bu himself fought fiercely from dawn until dusk, with dozens of exchanges where neither side could gain the upper hand. Cao Cao called for volunteers to break through the enemy's lines, and Dian Wei was the first to respond. He led about a dozen volunteers, all heavily armored with 2 layers of armor, carrying long spears instead of shields. With the western front in dire straits, Dian Wei charged forward to block the enemy. Despite the chaos of arrows flying like rain from Liu Bu troops, Dian Wei remained unfazed, telling his followers, "Inform me when the enemy is within 10 steps. Shortly after, his followers said, "They are 10 steps away." Dian Wei then said, "Tell me when they are within 5 steps. His followers, terrified, immediately said, "The enemy is upon us." Dian Wei, armed with more than 10 short spears, leapt up and hurled them at the enemy, striking down everyone he targeted. After a prolonged fight, Liu Bu forces retreated. It was at dusk, and Cao Cao was finally able to withdraw his troops. After this battle, Cao Cao appointed Dian Wei as Du Wei, entrusting him with the safety of his person and leading a few hundred elite guards. Dian Wei, known for his strength and bravery, led these elite personal guards. When not engaged in combat, he would patrol around Cao Cao's main tent, and during battles, he was often the first to breach the enemy lines. Shortly thereafter, Dian Wei was promoted to Xiaowei. Characterized by his loyal and cautious nature, Dian Wei often stood by Cao Cao's side all day and rested near the main tent at night, seldom returning to his own quarters. He had a great fondness for food and drink, consuming twice as much as others. Whenever Cao Cao granted him food and drink, he indulged heartily, requiring several attendants to keep up with his demand for wine and dishes, impressing Cao Cao with his vigorous appetite. Dian Wei favored using a large pair of halberds and a long knife among other weapons, leading to the military saying, "Under the tent a valiant man named Dian, wielding a pair of halberds weighing 80 jin." In AD 197, when Cao Cao was campaigning against Zhang Xiu of Wancheng, Zhang Xiu surrendered without a fight. Delighted, Cao Cao invited Zhang Xiu and his generals to a banquet. As Cao Cao sobered up, Dian Wei stood behind him with a large axe, using his strength to intimidate each guest Cao Cao toasted, casting a tense atmosphere over the entire feast. None of Zhang Xiu's men dared to look Dian Wei in the eye. However, things went awry due to the situation progressing too smoothly. Cao Cao took a fancy to Zhang Xiu and, without notifying, Zhang Xiu sought to make a marital alliance, also attempting to recruit a formidable general named Hu Che'er from Zhang Xiu ranks for himself. A few days later, feeling deeply insulted, Zhang Xiu, advised by Jia Xu, suddenly rebelled, launching a surprise attack on Cao Cao camp. Caught off guard, Cao Cao suffered a defeat and was forced to flee with only a few mounted soldiers. Dian Wei fought valiantly at the gate, like a reaper of lives, allowing no one to pass by him. This caused Zhang Xiu troops to scatter and enter the camp through other gates. At this time, Dian Wei still had over 10 soldiers with him. Inspired by Dian Wei, they all fought desperately to the death, but even a fierce tiger cannot withstand a pack of wolves. Zhang Xiu forces grew increasingly numerous, and Dian Wei, wielding his long halberd, knocked down more than a dozen of Zhang Xiu soldiers in a single charge. When almost all of Dian Wei's men were dead, and he himself had sustained dozens of wounds. Zhang Xiu soldiers initially wanted to capture Dian Wei alive, but those who got close were crushed to death by his arms, terrifying everyone into not daring to approach him any further. In a final burst of rage, Dian Wei charged into Zhang Xiu ranks, killing several more before dying from his severe injuries, cursing furiously as he passed. Only after Dian Wei's death did Zhang Xiu soldiers dare to approach and sever his head, which was then passed around for viewing. The entire army came to see his body. After reaching safety, Cao Cao, upon hearing of Dian Wei's death, was deeply grieved. He spent a great deal of money to persuade someone close to Zhang Xiu to retrieve Dian Wei's body, which he then had buried in Xiangyi, and posthumously appointed Dian Wei's son as Langzhou. Whenever Cao Cao's carriage passed by Xiangyi, he would offer sacrifices to Dian Wei. Later, Cao Pi and subsequent kings appointed Dian Wei's son as Du Wei and granted him the title of Guan Neihou. In AD 243, Dian Wei Dexiang served in Cao Cao's temple court. Although Dian Wei did not fight in any famous battles or kill any renowned generals in his lifetime, the amount of text devoted to describing his martial prowess in the historical records is unparalleled. Known for his loyalty and unparalleled bravery, it is said in the military, under the command, a mighty warrior wields twin halberds weighing 80 jin. His heroic spirit and passionate heart are remembered throughout history.